Hello, you beautiful people. Problem solving with a foundation of gratitude, the problem solving formula, part 1. The first thing we got to identify is, are you married to the problem? Do you love this problem? Is this problem part of your identity? Do you talk about this problem a lot? If we interview 20 people that you've been with in the last 20 people you've been with, would they be able to tell you what your problem is? Because you've talked about it so much, because you bring it up in every conversation. Are you married to this problem? Is it part of your identity? That is the first thing we got to identify. Because if that's true and you can't get past this formula will not work. If you love that problem, if that problem is part of your identity, if you need that problem, I can't lose weight. Have you talked about this for years and it's part of your identity now? If you lost the weight, who would you be? I can't get a new client. If that's part of who your identity is and we solve that problem with this formula, who would you be? Do you see what's happened? You've created a path by the complaining. Remember, we talked about how complaining is damaging the problem-solving part of your brain. It sheds the outer layer every time you say a complaint. And now I'm asking you, the first step, part 1 of this problem-solving formula is, are you married to that problem? Is it something that you need in your life? And if we took it away, your identity would be damaged and questioned inside. And if that's true, you're going to have to get past that before this formula will work. So that's the first step. I just want to look at my notes and make sure I cover everything. Do you complain about it a lot? Is it part of your identity? Do you think about it and talk about it a lot? And, here's the last thing. This is good. I'm glad I looked at my notes. When someone offers you a solution, is your brain already defending the problem? That would be the final question that I would ask you today for this part 1 of this problem-solving formula is, are you married to the problem? And notice this. When you're expressing your problem and someone says, hey, Michael, if you tried this, and right away, I'm defending. I'm like, no. Hey, get back. Get away from my problem. If that's happening, then I would say maybe we're married to the problem. It's part of our identity, and we honestly don't want a solution. We love having this problem. Now, that's okay. I'm not judging you, but for this formula to work, we need to identify that and get past that. So if I can be honest with myself and say, you know what? This problem is part of my identity. I actually do love this problem. It's part of who I am. If I can identify that and, go to my confessional to myself and say, Michael, you've made this problem part of who you are. Then this formula can start to work. So that's step 1. Step 2 is tomorrow. I love you. I care about you. Stay alive.